Talk about the new rental restrictions in Ocean City, Maryland. So this is a question that I've been getting more recently. I've seen some things out on the news, websites, and just wanted to talk about this more. It's particularly in regards to rental vacation, short-term rentals in the city. So if you own a property in Ocean City, or if you're thinking about buying, you're going to want to watch this video. What's going on, everybody? This is Rich, your local coastal Maryland and Delaware realtor. Appreciate you stopping by, and I get people that reach out all the time, and I love it. I'm gonna put my contact information down below in the description. Reach out to me whether you're looking in a week or 6 months from now. Never too late or early to reach out and have a conversation. Be happy to help. But without further ado, let's hop into this video. I'm on the Town of Ocean City website, and matter of fact, while I'm recording this video, it's this week where they're having one of their last meetings for, for the public if they want to leave any comments or anything like that. And there's an email address, which I'll show you this towards the end. If anybody watching and they own property in Ocean City can leave comments and their suggestions on this. But let's take a look at what this is all about. So these are the proposed rental revisions. And Ocean City has always had like certain square footage requirements for how many people can stay in the unit. So with these proposed rental revisions, it's going a little bit beyond that, and it's focusing on detached, it's like single family home, so low density neighborhoods. And mobile home parks / neighborhoods that are detached, low density. So this doesn't pertain to like if you own a condo, a duplex, or like a townhome, something that's attached. None of this actually applies to that. So you can just disregard that. So I've had a lot of clients reach out and ask about this. And I've heard a bunch of different things that, weren't correct, or, a lot of people just had the, pretty much the headline part of it, that they're going to crack down on short-term rentals, in Ocean City, which, is always hard to do in a resort town. That's why a lot of people buy and invest in, let's say, like Ocean City, just because they know there's less short-term rental, vacation rental regulations changes. So, I mean, things can change, but it's really hard, I think, to ban something like, vacation rentals in a town like Ocean City, since they need places to stay, because there's millions of people that come every year, every season, and they need a place to stay. And there's a lot of hotels, motels in Ocean City, but it's really not enough. Airbnb style / vacation home are needed. So here's the proposed rental revisions. Like I said, you can see in this graphic here, doesn't pertain to, duplexes, townhomes, and condos. And they say that right in here. If you live in a condo or structure attached to another, these changes will not impact your occupancy length of stay. And really, to get right to it, the only thing that they're proposing is for single-family detached homes and mobile homes and regular neighborhoods. In season, instead of doing 2-night stays, 3-night stays, they want to bring that up to a minimum of 5-night stays and nothing less. Which, it's still like a week stay, and then in the off season, you're allowed to go down to like a 3-night minimum, stay on those types of structures on there. So it's not a huge difference, but this is what they're looking to push through. And when we look at their current process, they've always done it by square footage. Obviously, I guess they didn't want 20 people in like a 1-bedroom place that just can't fit everybody in there. So what they're doing, they still have, I guess, square footage regulations in there. It looks like they're making it a little bit more simpler, and plus they're putting those minimum stays of that you can't go below 5 nights in the peak season. and you can go minimum down to 3 nights in the off season. But you can see their chart right here. Living room, they propose it needs to be at least 120 square feet or larger. It's like a 10 by 12 room. Then it shows the bedrooms. Looks like it has to be at least 70 square feet or larger. And they're saying if it meets that criteria, a bedroom, you can have 2 people to stay in one room, or a couple. I've seen some places where they would have a bedroom. You have like a full bed or like a queen size bed, but then they would have a double bunk bed in there too, which is okay in most cases, because if a couple has their kids, or a couple kids there, and it says down here the occupancy limit does not apply to children age 10 or under. So a lot of that is allowed and okay. But you can see down here, 1 bedroom, I guess you could legally have four people, 4 adults staying in that 1 bedroom. I guess the idea would be 2 adults in the bedroom. Then maybe if they have a pull-out couch in the living room, you got 2 more adults that could stay. And of course, if there was kids involved, you could probably have the kids that are 10 or under in the unit as well. 2 bedroom, max 6 people, 3 bedroom, 8 people, and so on. And they go through and they kind of give, the perceived benefits of why they're proposing this. They say number 1, stability in the community. So longer rental periods promote a more stable community atmosphere, reducing turnover and fostering a sense of neighborhood cohesion. Quality of life, preservation of character. So I think what they're going at, obviously the big thing with short-term vacation rentals, Airbnb style, there's a lot of places in different states and cities that have kind of really either banned short-term rentals, Airbnb style like this, or have highly regulated, just because it makes it more transient. If you always got, like, if it's a regular neighborhood that you have some full-time year-round people, families living in that neighborhood, then their neighbor is doing Airbnb style, and you have just new people there every 2 days, 3 days, every week. It's a lot of turnover, traffic, more people. I think that is the idea behind it. And this is what they say: quality of life. By limiting short-term rentals, the changes can help minimize noise, traffic, disruptions associated with frequent check-ins and check-outs, enhancing the overall quality of life for residents. Then number 3, preservation of character. These regulations help maintain the residential character of the neighborhoods by discouraging transient occupancy and preserving the integrity of the single-family residential areas. So pretty much kind of how I summed it up, which can make sense. If you're, living full-time somewhere, let's say if it happens to be in Ocean City, which there are a lot of full-time residents there, business owners. I guess if you have your next door neighbor and there's new people coming in and out there every 2 days, 3 days, maybe somebody's having a party on a Wednesday night, whatever it may be. I think that's been the big thing that some people complain about with short-term rentals. Of course, it comes down to management too. If the owners manage it themselves, them just being responsible of nobody's doing anything crazy in the rental, which I know is sometimes hard to do. That's part of the management, or if they have a property manager. Ocean City does have quite a few laws in place with disturbing the peace after a certain time. They just say overall these changes support a balanced approach to the residential rental practices while benefiting both the community and property owners. And here is you can view the proposed ordinance. And again, this is right on the town of Ocean City's website, oceancitymaryland.gov. You can find it right through there. Make public comments, like I mentioned. Some of these dates have already passed. I'm actually recording this video during this last week here. Really just looking this over. It's not going to change, I think, much. Most people that are renting single family homes like this, they're usually not coming for, like a weekend, 2 days. They're usually coming for at least a week, that I've noticed. And a lot of property managers that I've spoken to, especially if it's a large single family home, which is very common. Those houses are usually booked well in advance, 6 months to a year out in advance. And if it's a large house, it can fit like a couple families or a couple generation of families. They go in together. It's usually cheaper than renting a hotel, multiple hotel rooms. So they get a bigger place where everybody feels comfortable in. And, a lot of times they're not coming for a weekend anyway, or 3 days. It's usually a full week. In the off season, maybe, you usually see shorter time frames. So then making a law where you have to do a minimum of 5 days in season and a minimum of 3 days out of season, I don't think that's a huge deal. So that's the lowdown on the new proposed rental revisions in Ocean City, Maryland. So what are your thoughts? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're a current property owner in the area, or obviously if you're looking to buy, I don't think it's going to make a huge difference on, what they're proposing. Like I said, usually the larger single family homes, most people are staying more than a week, especially in season. And if it's a bigger house too. And of course, condos, townhomes, duplexes, attached, I guess more high density residential areas, this doesn't affect them at all. And really just comes down per building. And I have not seen too many buildings in Ocean City where you cannot do short-term rentals. There's a few, but there's not that many. Off the bat, I can probably think of maybe 3 buildings I've came across. Hope that helps. If it has, show the love, click that like button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the content that come out every week. And until next time, I'll see you soon.